we had to leave the apartment. They told all the Jewish people that they had to live in a ghetto. And so we moved into the ghetto, which was surrounded by a wall, so you couldn't get out unless you had special permission, like work, primarily work. So which was outside the ghetto. And outside the ghetto, all the Christian people lived. And inside the ghetto, all the Jews lived. It was an old neighborhood, and we just lived in our one big room, and it was my grandmother and my mother's two brothers. One was about 20 and one was about 16, and me and my mom. My grandfather passed away shortly before then, and he was buried in a Jewish cemetery. In a way, it was better for him because they probably would have killed him. And he was a lovely, sweet man, and I loved him dearly. About a year later or so, all the Jews were told to go and stay at a big plaza, enormous plaza. And so my mother had she decided that we're probably best to escape Poland. And I don't know how she did that because, as I told you, she was very resourceful. And so we stood there with all the other Jewish people. It was an enormous amount of people, and the old and the working people and children and young people like you. And they were segregating. The Germans were segregating everybody. The old people on one side, the children on another, the people who could work on another, and men and women separate. And my mother said to herself, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not. She grabbed my hand tightly, and she said, we're walking out of here. Don't look left or right. Do not talk to anybody, and just follow me. And we would walk. And my mother just walked and looked at these German guards. Nobody said a word.